Good morning, boys and girls, and greetings from Mount St. Catherine's Primary School, which is where I am right now. It is Tuesday, the 26th of January 2021, so let's get started. And as you know, we always start with our spellings, so I will call them out and you repeat them after me. All right? And we are looking again at our sound using U or O. So let's have a look. Starting with come, some, must, under, coming, love, money, above, month, front, enough, and doesn't. And we write those out into our Tuesday column. Moving on then to our spelling activity, Unit 11. And today we're looking at question 4. We finished off on question 3 the last day. And question 3 shows you words with an sound. Question 4. Question 4 shows you words that have an sound, like must, lump, junk, and lunch. And it's asking you to think of words that would rhyme with these. Okay, so this one's going to have an ust sound at the end, an ump sound at the end, an unk sound, and unch sound. So for example, there with the word must, you could maybe go for the word trust. It would rhyme, must and trust. So 3 words for each of these words that rhyme. Question 5 then asks you to colour the letter O if it makes the sound. So O can make a different sound in different words. For example, there in only, it definitely doesn't make an sound. So go through the words and see if the O anywhere makes an sound. 1, home, frog, front, flower, colour, color, only, and forget. Question 6 then asks you to complete the list words in each sentence. Write the words you have made on the lines. So each sentence has a missing word and it's one of these words on the list here. So let's read through the sentences. What is the last something of the year? And there's the second letter of it is O. So what is that word? And you write the word that you found at the end of the line. He held the umbrella, something me. My uncle found the something. Are you something to my house after school? He won every race on the something. And come here and stand in something of me. So you have to fill in the missing words and they all have an sound in them. You can see the is already in for you. So find the word in the list that fits into the space. Once you've written it there, then you write it here at the end. Today for our literacy, we are working on letter formation. And we are practicing the formation of the first 10 letters of the alphabet. And we do this quite regularly throughout P4, just to make sure that we don't make any errors or don't form our letters incorrectly. Because sometimes there's letters that have to go through the line, sometimes there's parts of a letter that have to sit on the line, so we want to make sure we're doing it correctly. Now, you may want to use maybe a marker, maybe a red marker or colouring pencil or something to practice making these letters because pencil might not show up. But you just use whatever you have. So starting with A, you're going to practice A along the line. We've done this before, so we know what we're doing. And we go round, up, down, and flick. Round, up, down, and flick the whole way across. B then, we go down, halfway up again, and around. Down, up, and around. Our C is very easy. We just go round like this. And round we go. D then starts off like C. You go round like a C, then you go up, down and flick. E then, you start here on the E. Sometimes I see some of us starting here. We don't start here to make an E. We start in the middle. We go up and around. Starting here again, up and around. F then should go down through the line, and a line through the middle. Down through the line and a line through the middle. Sometimes even I make a mistake with that one. I remember one day I wrote it incorrectly on the board, and Liam, you were able to point out to me that I hadn't gone down through the line. So thank you, Liam. You're helping me to form my letters correctly. Good boy. G then, we go round, up, down and curl. So the round bit of the G sits on the line, and then there's a tail that goes down through the line and curves around. Round, up, down and curl. H then, down, halfway up and around and flick. Down, up, around and flick. I then sits on the line and it has a little tail. Down, flick and a dot at the top. Down, flick and a dot at the top. The J then that comes after I is very similar to I, except it goes down through the line and a dot at the top. And sometimes when some of us are looking at this letter, we say that it's an I, but it's not, it's different. It's a J. It makes the J sound, down through the line and a dot at the top. Down through the line and a dot at the top. Moving on to our maths then, we're looking at money again this week. And it's not every teacher, boys and girls, that sends home their class piles of money. Look at all this. So you have all this to help you with your maths this week. So if you take a bit of time to cut it out so you can use it for counting. So you have all your coins that you can cut out. They are a wee bit fiddly, so you could just even cut a square around them if you want to. You can cut them out however you want, and you can use them for counting throughout this week. And then I suggest you keep them maybe in a little pot or a little bag, just so they don't go missing, okay, you don't lose them everywhere. So we have our coins here, our £2 coin, our £1, 50, 20, 10, 5, 2 and 1. Have a read through those with an adult at home and make sure that you can name all of these coins. Now that's what the new pound coin looks like there. You'll notice in our maths book sometimes the pound coin is just gold. It's just because the maths book was printed quite a few years ago, so it still shows pictures of the old pound coin. But our new pound coin looks very like the £2, only it's smaller. Then we have £5, which is the same as £5 coins. We have £20, which is the same as £20 coins. I've missed out one in the middle here. Ah, there it is. £10, which is the same as £10 coins. And today in our maths, we're going to be learning to count paper money and coins. Okay, so you'll see here these children have different amounts of money. And you just have to tell me how much each child has, so you can write it down. And make sure you use your pound sign, then your pounds, your dot, and your pence, but no P on the end, all right? So the biggest, I would start by counting the biggest thing first of all, which is the £5 note. It's the biggest amount. So put 5 in your head, then we've got £2 here, a pound, and 50p. So let's count. 5, 6, 7, I'm counting that twice because it's £2, isn't it? 8, 9, 50. So £9.50. Okay. There's 3 £5 notes. So you'd put those all together first in your head and then add in the pence. All right. And you work out how much Tim, Zoe, Mia and Jack have. Now question 2 is where this money that I've given you will come in useful. You have to lay out and list the notes and coins to buy each item. So you look at each item, you look at the price, and you find your notes and coins to make that amount, and you show it to an adult. Now you can send me a picture of your coins and notes, or you can just draw a picture of the notes and coins that you used. It's up to you. And you make the amounts for each of these. Or even an adult at home could send me a message saying that their child laid out the correct amount of money. It's up to you, as long as you're getting the hang of counting. Question 3 then asks you to write an amount that you can think of in your head, which is more than the cost of this book, but less than the cost of the watch. So the book is £6.25, the watch is £10.69. So you just have to write any amount that would be in between those two amounts. So you have a wide range of choices there of amounts of money that you could write down. Then when you finish that page, now keep these safe once you've cut them out, because you'll be using them throughout the week, all right? Don't let the dog eat them or anything like that. So that's our maths and literacy and spellings for today, boys and girls. I have sent you on your own messages a list of reading books for the next 2 weeks to read. So try to read those books and try and get a little 1 AR quiz done a week, 1 accelerated reader quiz done a week. If you've forgotten the link or you need any help getting linked on to Oxford Owl or accelerated reading, just send me a wee message and I will remind you of your login details. SumDog then as well, you can continue on with it. In your new pack, I've put a reminder of your login details for SumDog, just in case you've forgotten. And this week, the SumDog activities are tailored to money. There's a lot of activities linked to counting money, just to try and reinforce the learning that you are doing in your packs of work. All right. Finally then, I sent you a little message about this morning. It is Catholic Schools Week. And usually during Catholic Schools Week, we would do various little activities every day related to that. This is the little pack that we would use. So it's been sent out to us this morning. And there's a little activity for every day. So for every day, there's information for grown-ups. So you can have a quick sort of explore through that. And then there's an activity for every day. So for example, Monday's activity is about our parish. But a lot of the activities are just little colouring in and word searches and things. So it's not too labour intensive for you, hopefully. All right. But if you get a chance to go through those, that will be great. But just use your time as best you can. I know we're all very busy at the minute. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, boys and girls. All right. Bye-bye now.